A major political conversation is unfolding in Nigeria after a group of Christian elders made an extraordinary appeal to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Their message was direct and unmistakable. Please don't seek re-election. The elders argue that the president's performance since assuming office has been disappointing and that Nigeria needs a new direction. The statement has triggered widespread reactions, with supporters of the president defending his administration while critics say the concerns deserve serious attention. So, who are these Christian elders? Why are they making this appeal now? And how could it shape the political conversation ahead of the 2027 general election? Stay with us as we examine the facts behind this developing story. The National Christian Elders Forum, NCEF, has asked President Bola Tinubu not to seek re-election in 2027, saying his administration's performance is manifestly disappointing. In a communiqué dated July 9th and signed by Samuel Goni, NCEF national chairman, the elder said the federal government's performance on national security, economic development, and the well-being of the citizens has been hugely suboptimal. The direction in which the Tinubu presidency is leading the nation offers increasing apprehension rather than hope, and this state of affairs has left all patriots with no option but to call on President Tinubu to please desist from seeking re-election for a second term, but instead, like a statesman with an eye on history and posterity, to earnestly commit the rest of his tenure to restructuring Nigeria and giving her a new constitution. The communiqué reads, "The NCEF also renewed its criticism of Tinubu's Muslim presidential ticket, describing it as tone-deaf and grossly insensitive, at a period terrorists are ravaging the country, and Christians are at the receiving end of the widespread violence, unabated killings, and unspeakable atrocities." The elders cautioned the judiciary against any perceived bias in adjudicating election disputes, warning that the country is now at a tipping point and cannot afford judicial partiality. The forum called on the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to uphold its independence and ensure the conduct of credible, free, and fair elections. On power rotation, the group said although the North-South presidency arrangement is not constitutionally mandated, it remains important for national stability, equity, and inclusion. And for that reason, patriots are urged to support a Southern candidature in 2027 for the 4 remaining years of the South's current term, the forum said. The Christian elders called for an independent investigation into the Presidential Foreign Investment Promotion Council, FIPC, controversy, describing it as an indictment of the Tinubu administration. Supporters of President Tinubu, however, disagree with the elders' assessment. They argue that the administration inherited deep economic and structural challenges and has already initiated reforms aimed at stabilizing the economy. Government officials have frequently pointed to policies intended to increase government revenue, attract investment, improve infrastructure, expand social intervention programs, and strengthen national security. Supporters also maintain that some reforms, while difficult in the short term, require time before their full benefits become visible. Political analysts say the differing opinions reflect the diversity of views within Nigeria's democratic system. They note that public criticism of government policies is a legitimate part of democratic engagement, just as elected leaders have the opportunity to defend their record before voters. Analysts also emphasize that the ultimate decision on whether President Tinubu seeks another term rests with him and his political party, while the final choice belongs to Nigerian voters through the electoral process. As the 2027 election approaches, issues such as the economy, inflation, electricity, education, healthcare, job creation, infrastructure, and national security are expected to dominate political campaigns. For many Nigerians, these issues will likely carry greater weight than political rhetoric when evaluating candidates. Observers believe that debates over governance and policy performance will continue to shape public discussions in the coming months. At the time of this report, there has been no official response from the presidency specifically addressing the appeal by the Christian elders. Should a response be issued, we will bring it to you in a future update. For now, the statement has added another voice to Nigeria's growing political conversation ahead of the next general election. We will continue to monitor developments and provide balanced, verified updates as events unfold. If you found this report informative, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss trusted updates on Nigerian politics, governance, business, and breaking news. Thank you for watching.